Hello and welcome back to Grinds My Gears. We are going to set up some oil today and with luck and a following wind get some useful products made. Alright, let's put down a power pole here because I'm going to be growing this site the other way, and we will drag power to here. I would kind of like to have a backbone of big poles. We'll get around to that, I think. Okay, so at the moment we're just going to build a little tiny refinery with a single one of these guys. Alright, and we are going to do the normal... I need some steel to make some tanks. I'll have some tanks. It's alright. Right, so for now we are going to dump products into tanks. Are we? No, we're not. For now, we're going to turn the unwanted products into rocket fuel because I can burn that. And I can probably even prioritize burning it. Okay, so to make rocket fuel, you need chemical plants, do you? I don't know, let's find out. Okay. Yep, that's good. Okay, and then this just needs to output. And I actually don't know how many of these I'm going to need to consume my oil. Anyway, these take about 10 seconds to craft, I think, which is quite a while. I'm just thinking the best way to do this. Let's take that back one. It's probably out here for a reason. I also want to make lubricant. What's the recipe for lubricant? Okay. Lubricant's made from heavy, okay. So the first thing we need to do is make some lubricant. Let's have 2 lube machines just in case. There we go. Okay. Then this can definitely be stockpiled for now. There we go. Okay, then we can probably burn an underground pipe here. Great. Let's put down a couple of inserters. Is that the best place? Let's try it that far. Okay, so this is going to make solid fuel. Okay. Done. Okay, then this needs also to be fed with fluid. The reason I'm doing this is we don't have any cracking yet, so we have to do something with the heavy oil, and burning it is as good as anything. Right, then we are going to do essentially the same thing. Do I have any more chemical plants? No, I don't. Let's go grab some. In the meantime, I will start taking this back. Okay. And we're going to need some more belts in a minute. Okay, then this coal is coming in. And I think I would like to do this a little bit carefully. All right, let's bring this up. Whoops, too far. Okay. Up we come. Okay, and I'm going to prioritize the input to prioritize the incoming solid fuel. Because I want to get rid of the solid fuel, because that's what's going to keep the petroleum running. Okay, I needed belt. Right, what's that out of? It's out of splitters. We're out of splitters because we are out of iron. We're out of iron because we need explosives. Right, let's grab some of these. That's pretty good. What else do I need? Chemical plants, that's why I came up here. Get a stack of those. And then, what else? How am I doing for pipes? I could probably do with more underground pipes. We are really not doing very well for iron. I'm going to have to fix that at some point, but I'd like to get this solid fuel build going first. Okay, then we can build essentially the same thing, but for light oil. And for those of you who are having apoplexy right now, yes, I do know that there's bonuses for using the right kind of fuel for making solid fuel. This isn't about making solid fuel, this is about disposing of the products that we can't currently make any use of. Okay. And I don't know how long these stacks are going to get. So I am going to assume they're going to become arbitrarily large. Bring this belt out. And we will merge in here. Okay. Right, let's put a power pole down here. Can we link up? Yes, we can. What is this lacking? Oh, it's lacking a recipe. There we go. Okay. And what is the issue with this? We're full of petroleum, which is great. I like it when we're full of petroleum, because we can now do things with that petroleum. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is stick it into a tank. Cool. The reason for this is we're going to be pretty up and down in but probably our supply, but also our well, basically everything's going to be up and down, and I just want the buffer of having a tank. All right, let's head over, see if I can see any engines. Have we made any engines? Yes, we have some engines down here. Okay, 16. Okay. So my priority was to make a car. For that I need some plate and some steel. There's some plate. Do we have any steel? Random bit of belt. I can go. Okay, it looks like the steel is pretty much all being used. Yeah. Okay, maybe that'll have to wait. But I can make a fluid pump. That solid fuel coming in. That's very cool. Right, so we can stick a pump there, and that's going to allow us to make sure there's a single direction of flow. Pumps do two things. They push the liquid from this side of the pump to that side of the pump and keep the pipe pressure up. They also act as a one-way valve, so no fluid can flow from here back in to there. So they are quite handy. So this guarantees our petroleum, whatever's consuming it, is pulling out of here, and there's never any slosh back into that tank. Okay. So what do we want to do with petroleum? We have choices. So plastic, sulfur, explosives. What do we need for cliff explosives? I want to make cliff explosives. We need explosives. And a bunch of other things. All right, so how do we make explosives? You need sulfur. And how do you make sulfur? Petroleum, and that's cool. So the first thing we're going to do is make some sulfur. So we need a chemical plant. Now, I am not ratioing anything here. I quite literally do not care about ratioing this. Okay, so if ratioing is your thing, this is the wrong playthrough for you. Right, that's into the wrong input. There we are. Then it needs water. Right, let's take that to max distance because we're going to be thankful for that later. We need an offshore pump, which they hide under production for reasons I don't really understand. Let's get 10 of those because I've got a feeling we're going to need them. Okay, so there's a dedicated water supply into sulfur. Great. Now at this point, I'm not sure what the best thing to do is. Sulfur is needed for a number of things. So I could belt some iron and other stuff over here to do processes, or I could belt the sulfur. People are always highly amused when I belt sulfur, so I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll belt the sulfur over here somewhere, and then do stuff with it. Okay, so what are the other processes with sulfur? Oh, the other thing we do with sulfur is make sulfuric acid, and that is a fluid. I think that process requires... Yeah, this requires water as well as plates, iron plates. Then the other processes we have are explosives, requires coal. Coal's easy, coal and sulfur. And then we have batteries, which needs iron, copper. Okay, so I think maybe if I bring a split belt of iron and copper over here. Let's head over. Do I take the water to the bus or bring the bus to the refinery? What else do I want to make at this point? So explosives, batteries, sulfur, plastic. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a big enough sulfur build to get things going. Okay, so let's make a second one of these. Oop, better get out. Okay. Now, how are we going to get the water down to here? Because I want to reuse the same water ideally. How would I normally do it? I normally leave a space. Okay. Then, yeah, you do something like that. And then you could bring this out one. Or if I do that, I'll contaminate the pipes. Okay, let's do this over on its own. So if I have them too close together, I can't get both fluids in. So okay, then we can use undergroundies to link these together. Ah, that's too close. Try again. Okay, so that's the water. That's the petroleum. I can power this up with a power pole there. Okay, then I can have my inserters to send stuff out. I can take a blueprint of this. Right. Reverse it. Put a belt down the middle. That's my module. Alright, let's rip this up because it's annoying me. Okay, let's take this blueprint, put it down somewhere a bit more sensible. So here seems like a good place, doesn't it? So then the question becomes, where do I want to send this sulfur? And I think the answer is keep it here. So that's going to go back in here rather than off to somewhere else. Okay. Let's put a big power pole by this build. Need to start using big power poles for things. Okay, so then we have that would be as far out as we can go with the petroleum, which is, do I want to go that far out? No, I don't really. I want to cross-link these two. Can't do it there, that's too close. And I'm out of undergroundies. Can I craft any? 13, that's not very good. And are we still out of iron? Yeah, we're pitifully low on iron. Okay. Okay, get some straight pipes. Ran out of those amazingly. Okay. Okay, so there we are. That's much better. Right, I'm using a big pole there. Do I want to? No, I think I want to use a couple of small poles. There we go. So what is preventing this? It has no water. Fair enough. That is, you know, true. So I want to do something similar here with the water. I want to make sure that it's bridged. Okay, and do we have, yeah, this is the water which I already dragged down. Okay. Can I? I'm just wondering if I can get the pump there instead. Yes, I can. Okay, here we go. We have sulfur. Wonderful. Okay, so now we can do things. So, one thing we can do is make explosives. And to do that, we need coal. And I'm wondering what the best route is to bring the coal in. I sort of need a mini bus here with 3 or 4 different types of belts. So we've got sulfur. Okay, we're out of petroleum for reasons. Is it just that we've used up everything that's in the... Yeah, it's just that we're not producing very much. Okay, and if I want to make another refinery, I need steel. That's the sticking point. So we've got plenty of oil. Okay, so the explosives build will be more of these. Let's put one down. So it just needs water. At the moment we'll reuse the same water. There we go. Okay, and I think this is going to need coal. We can do another sneaky line like this. Okay, so now that this coal is prioritized for now that we're using solid fuel prioritized for burning, we can take this off and not really worry about the implications. Okay, let's take this out. So that's coal. And what's the volumes on this thing like? Okay, so we can use slow inserters. Okay, so that's pulling that in. And where is it putting the explosives to? That would work, wouldn't it? So we could have a belt of explosives here, going one way or the other. Explosives are needed for various things, so I'm going to push that back. Okay, and then if we need more of these, I can put a power pole. This needs to be a steel one. There. Alright, long range pole. Cool. And then we need an underground to go there to there. Can I make this more efficient? Yes, I can. Okay, if we this is really micro optimization. There you go. Okay, so we can take something. Right, I'm out of chemical plants, so we will go get some more. Hopefully they've been made. Bit worried they won't have been because of the steel shortage. Okay, we have 10, that's good. And I'm going to need some of these. Can I make any cliff explosives? I need explosives and I need grenades. Can I make cliff explosives? I need grenades. What do I need for grenades that I don't have? Iron plate. Okay. And these are upset because they have no sulfur. Okay. They have to pull from there. Where are they going to put? They have to put opposite this. There. Then they need to pull in. Okay, they need to pull in from there. And from there. So to do that, we need to underground. Okay. Well, this is turning into an absolutely ridiculous build. Okay, nearly there. And I'm out of undergroundies. Let's go pick some of those up and also pick up some plate while I'm at it. Okay, pipes. Ah, my inventory is full. Okay. What can I get rid of? Wood. That's a good thing to try and get rid of. Okay, got a bit of space now. So, I have plenty of pipes. I need a bit of plate to be able to make some grenades, to be able to make some cliff explosives. Okay, and now I'm low on steel for that. There we are. So this has no recipe. Now we have explosives. Right. What else can we do with sulfur? sulfuric acid. This requires iron plates. Okay, where are we going to take the iron plates in? Okay, and water. So we'll have water, we'll have sulfuric acid. We will have to bring in, we can bring the plates in on a, yeah. And then we could bring something else in on the other side. Right, rip that up. There we are. Okay, so I want to leave a bit of room. I'm probably putting this down exactly in the same place. The problem with where it was before was I couldn't get the splitter in because it bumps up against that pipe. Let's try again. Because we need this. Okay, so let's rip that up. There we are. Right, we will put a big pole at the beginning of the build because that's how we roll these days. Power. Okay, and then we're going to have a belt of iron coming in here. So I would like to have an iron belt here. But how is that going to be brought in? Okay, so we could do the same thing, which is basically to bring the iron in. I also need to bring in a copper belt, so iron and copper. Is there anything else I need other than iron and copper in this area? So I need steel barrels if I'm going to do explosive stuff. Maybe batteries is ridiculous. Maybe I should be belting the sulfur over here where I've got all the stuff. Making the sulfur over there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Right. Forgive me my indecision. Okay, so in that case, let's take all this and all of this. Okay. Okay, make a blueprint here because this will go wrong otherwise. Right, my little worker bees. We are going to belt this back towards our little make everything. Okay, now what's the plan here? This goes right by the side of the make everything, so do I want to do that or do I want to bring these in? I think I want to bring them in lower down, although there's not a lot of room anymore down here. If I want to do some battery making in this space, I can. Let's put in a machine. So there's not enough room for a full build, sort of double-sided build. We can fit a double-sided build as something in here. Perhaps we could do a one-sided sulfuric acid build in here. Okay. Not with the... Not with that, it doesn't fit. Okay, let's do something down here in this area then. So, yeah. So, if I want to do my sulfuric acid thing, let's take this away and this away. Okay. Then we need to bring water over. This is the most ridiculous spaghetti. Okay, this is going to need power. Okay, let's take this out to a pipe, to a tank. Right, so then we need a belt coming in of iron. Okay, how are we doing for space here? Not too bad. Okay, we're going to need copper in a minute for batteries. Oh, okay, actually I want to bring all three of these. Do I? No, let's just do the ones we need. Okay, so then to make batteries, let's find out. This is batteries, copper, iron. Okay, so we'll do something similar to this. We're going to pull in can I move this down one? Yes, I can. Move it down 2. Okay, then I want to do it this way. Let me explain. I want to be sending a separate belt that way. Okay, let's see if I can get rid of a stack of... Yeah. I want to be sending iron separately into sulfur and into batteries. let's take chemical plant. Okay, this is going to make batteries. Do I want to do a... Yeah, I think I want to do a split lane here. Alright. Yep, more inventory. The reason I want to do split lane... which way round are the volumes on here? So, every 5 seconds it takes in some stuff. So I want the lane of stuff it's consuming to be close. There we go. Okay, so it's going to be consuming from this lane that will be a split lane, and it's going to be putting out to there, which is our batteries. I think batteries are going to go that way in a counterflow. Alright, I really am out of copper space. Where can I dump copper? Green circuits is always a good place for that. Okay, great. It's going to take a while to dump my sulfur. Okay, so batteries. There we are. Yay, we have a battery. Okay, so we have explosives, we have batteries. Let's see if I can find any steel, because I would like to end today by blowing some stuff up. Do we have any steel anywhere? Nope. Nope. Right, well, I'm going to blow something up anyway. Let's eat whatever is on this line. Craft some cliff explosive. I can't do that because I don't have iron plate. Craft some cliff explosive. Okay. Now, let's blow something up. Here's a something. Grenades take a while to make, apparently. Ooh, and I can make a car. Let's make one car. Very exciting. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, we have cliff explosives. Great, we can blow up a cliff. Brilliant. You have no idea how happy this makes me feel. Come on. Last one. Great. Alright, so that's obviously not all our cliffs gone. But isn't that awesome? So I can now start repairing these smelting columns. That'll improve the throughput for those ones. The dead all line ones, well, that's just how life is currently. This is glass into bottles. I don't want to fill them. This is stone bricks. There you are. Get rid of all my stone. Get rid of all my coal. Yeah. Oh, and the solid fuel is in these lines. Isn't that cool? So, yeah, handcrafting all this stuff is a bit horrible, but I'm going to leave it there. We have blown some stuff up, and I am very happy. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you again soon.